Hi, my name is JL Wiffler, and I'm going to show you how to scuff a ball and throw some pitches. I'll start off with the scuffing. If you don't scuff a wiffle ball, it won't break what you want. So when it comes out of the package, it'll just be all smooth, and you'll try to throw a pitch and you'll go, "What's happening? Am I throwing it wrong?" And the answer is no, it's the ball. So I'll start off, you get a knife or something, and you start off right here. You make a line right in the middle with your knife, and you just keep following on each side, just like my finger. And you go on both sides. And then once you got enough marks on there, you flip it around, and you go on this side. And you make just like a grid. And then once you get enough of those, you move on to the things like in between the holes. You do, see how those resemble an X type of figure? You do 3 X's on each of these little platforms. Now once you have done with those, this is the final process. This part, all you do is just make marks just wherever you want pretty much. Make sure you don't do too much or it'll be a bad scuffing job. And you just do straight lines kind of wherever you want. And that's all for the scuffing. Now I'll move on to some pitches. The first pitch, it'll work if you don't scuff. The slider. You grip it just like you were throwing a fastball, except you pick 3 holes on any of the holes, and you just put that finger over it and just hold it like that. And make sure the holes are facing the right side. And now, and if you're a lefty, it'll just be the opposite, because I'm going to show all these pitches right-handed. And now, you'll throw it just like you're throwing a fastball in real baseball. You just throw it, and you just release it like this, and it'll just go like this, and just boom. And now the screwball. It's just like the slider, except opposite. You put it over 3 fingers, and the holes are going to be facing the left side. And now, you throw it just like the slider, throw it overhand, and it's going to go boom. And a little tip that'll help you if your slider's not working, or if your screwball's not working too good, is when you throw it, open up your hips a little bit. Like in the windup, just open up the hips, and so that you can kind of throw it over here, so it'll curve more back in. And those are the slider and the screwball. Now the next pitches I'm going to show are going to be the riser and the drop ball. They form around the grips of the slider and the screwball. So I'll start off with the riser. You hold it just like a slider. Everything's the same except for your release. When you go, you throw it sidearm so the holes are facing down, and then I'll go. Just like the screwball. And then you go like this, you throw it, and you go. And you know what I like to think of? Sometimes when you're out on the mound, you can't remember which is which. It's the opposite. If the holes are facing down, the ball's going to go up. And if the holes are facing up, the ball's going to go down. So, the last pitch is a very effective pitch in wiffle ball. It's called the knuckleball. There's lots of different grips. You can throw it like this. Make sure you put 2 fingers right there, and your other 2 fingers, make them more like a guiding tool. And then just put your thumb down here so you can grip it better. And now, this is one of the grips, but I prefer like this, so that when you throw it, the air gets caught in there and just makes the ball really weird. So now when you throw it, you try to make it as much look like a fastball as you can, because if you push it, they're going to know what's coming, and you're not going to get him enough momentum to get his full movement. So now, just try to throw it just like a fastball, except flick your fingers at the end, so it just, and then it's very unpredictable. It'll just go wherever, and then hopefully it'll be a strike. I usually use that pitch mostly for 0-2 counts or 2 strikes on them. So that's pretty much all. I'm JL Wiffler, and make sure to rate, comment, subscribe this video, and in a little bit we'll have another video of live pitching. And that's all from J.L. Wiffle.